When folks say Atlanta is the worst place to date, they are not lying. Please believe them when people tell y'all this, because I just had the worst first date experience ever in my life. So I met this girl on a Tuesday night, and we agreed to lunch on a Sunday afternoon. By mid lunch, I knew I was never going to talk to this girl ever again. And just to provide a little bit more context for y'all, Shorty told me she only been here for like 10 months. She's from New York. And like, so I don't know if New Yorkers are just like blunt like that or if Shorty was just being rude as hell. But bro, she was crazy because she was on one from the minute the date started. So before we even get to the spot, I'm on the phone with Shorty and, just checking in and whatnot and trying to flirt a little bit. I might have said something like, let me be your personal photographer or your personal stylist or whatnot. Shorty kind of spazzed on me a little bit. She was like, one thing you're not going to do is tell me what to wear. What you talking about, bro? So I kind of deflected it or whatnot. And she was like, that's one way, that's a fast way to get me not to come on this date. And bro, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, bro. So I deflected it. I'm telling myself we're gonna have a good time on this date or whatnot. So I continue pursuit to the spot, right? So we pull up to the spot finally, right? I ordered me a drink before she got there because she was already running late. I tell her where I'm at. I go get her, walk her back to my spot, having like a little mid conversation with her. First thing she tells me is, "You talk too much." No clue what she's talking about. Don't even know what I said. All right. So mind you, again, just to give you a little bit of context, she said she wanted Caribbean food, so I offered that spot it was like a little food hall in Marietta. And they got like all these different kind of restaurants. I thought they had Caribbean in that restaurant. Turns out it was Mediterranean. Oops, my bad. So I made a mistake, but now Shorty is calling me a liar. She's like, "Oh, so you're lying." And I'm trying to figure out if she's just playing or if she's being for real. But she got on a straight face, no emojis, okay? No kind of LOL. So she's really making a big deal out of this. So much so that the bartender had to get involved, right? And the bartender was like, well, anybody could have made that mistake. It's the Amian at the end. Like, you get Caribbean and Mediterranean mixed up, blah, 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 blah. Could have happened to anybody, right? Cool. Now she's going back and forth with the bartender talking about, how can you get it mixed up? They're two different geological locations. I'm like, bro, are you really doing this right now, bro? So she's going back and forth with the bartender. I got my drink. As I'm drinking my drink, she was like, "So are you some kind of alcoholic?" Again, I have no idea if she's being for real or not. I'm like, just off of one drink? She was like, "Well, you asked me what kind of drink that I wanted before I got here, or what kind of drinks did I like before I got." I was like, "Bro, is that not just a regular question? I'm asking you what kind of spot you like and what kind of drinks do you like, because I know spots, I know bartenders, and what is we talking about?" So boom, the waitress, she finally brings us to our seats. I get another drink number two. She's still over there calling me an alcoholic. She then says I must smoke cigarettes because my lips are black. Then there was like another instance where she got offended over her name because I asked her if she had any nickname and do people call you so and so. She was like, "Don't ever call me that because that doesn't match my complexion and whatnot." So I was like, "Bro, relax. I'm just asking because I'm the one, I don't usually say names if it's over 3 syllables. I'm sorry, I'm lazy with syllables." So she was like, "Oh, so you're a lazy man. I don't think you should be telling that to a girl on the first date." Bro, I'm like, I'm looking for Ashton Kutcher at this point, dog, because I know I'm being punked, man. So, so eventually we get to the part of the conversation where she's telling me about her sexuality. She told me that she's bisexual, which I did not know. She was like, "I don't know if I told you or not." So of course I asked follow-up questions about, which would you rather date, between a man or a woman. She gets aggravated again, starts spazzing out a little bit. "This is what I didn't want to tell you. I don't feel like explaining myself. I think men are just horrible. Men are terrible creatures." I'm like, bro, that's all I had to hear. So Shorty basically been biting and barking all evening, and I'm just trying to figure out like where the energy came from, bro. But this was the last straw for me. Bro, we're having a conversation, and Shorty was like, randomly, she was like, "Can you not call me that?" And I was like, "Call you what?" She was like, "Don't call me nigga, and I don't appreciate being called nigga, and I don't appreciate how you've been calling women out of their name, as far as homegirl, homie, bitches, and niggas." And I'm like, Shorty, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I was like, you know what? If I said anything that offended you, I apologize. But you've been calling me nigga this whole time, so I'm kind of confused by this logic and how it upsets you. So of course, when I questioned her of her logic, she was like, "Why are you arguing with me? If a tranny and a non-binary person wants to be called he, she, or them, you're not gonna call them something that they don't want to be called, right?" Bro, you brought the trans community into this. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What? So then Shorty was like, if you don't want me calling you nigga, then you need to tell me so I can know not to call you nigga. And I'm just like, bro, I think, it's all good, bro. I think all this shit just went over your head. We can skedaddle. You don't even have to worry about me no more. Bro, so we get about that mug, walk into the car. I go home. And bro, the only thing that really kind of pissed me off about that whole fucking date, bro, was I forgot my to-go box. Trying to get out of there in a hurry, trying to speed my ass up out that joint. I forgot my to-go box, bro. I forgot my food. I've been pissed ever since then. I think about that shit, bro. But if you look into a date in Atlanta, do not bring your ass down here, boy, because they ain't got nothing for you. No. So, long story short, somehow, some kind of way, I ended up on a date with a bisexual feminist who hates men, who is problematic, combative, complex, and I kid you not, y'all. I really feel like this girl only came on this date for a free meal, because there's no way you only came to insult me, be rude, and disrespectful. Because I just can't go for that. But, it turns out she did tell me that she was a feminist, so all of it makes sense, because anything that I would have did anyway, just as a male figure, probably would have triggered her. So I'm wishing y'all the best of luck, and I hope y'all got way better luck than I have dating in Atlanta.